I had 44 years a subconscious that was way contradictory to my conscious. My conscious wanted A, but my subconscious wanted B. And you always then end up with B because it's your shadow and you can't shake it, you know. Your shadow is always one step in front of you. And there's nothing you can do about that, basically. But you can align your shadow with your conscious mind. In the 44 years of misery and living hell that I had, performing to be happy in life while dying every day inside, you know, a little bit more 24/7. And everyone thought that I was happy, you know, but I was miserable. And the last 11 years, my subconscious is aligned with my conscious. And that makes that I completely transformed my life. And I tell you in my memoir, Trilogy ebook, Unfucked Truth, how I did it. So you can do it too if you want. It is not a book for everyone. You need to be willing to take the mask off in your life. As long as you're not willing to do that, it's not a book for you. But how it all works, the subconscious and the conscious. The subconscious is everything that you do automatically without thinking about it. Driving your car, bicycle, running, everything, that is all your subconscious. And your conscious, you know what that is, eh? Your current thinking. Again, I can only tell you how I did it in my life and how I see it in my life. And it can't be that it is different for most other people because everyone has a subconscious, you know, and everyone has a conscious. Your subconscious starts in the first 7 years of your life. You have a lid open in your head, and all that flows in without any boundaries or filters flows directly into your subconscious because you don't have a conscious yet at that age. Not that much anyway. And so all the information around you, how you experienced your childhood, if it felt safe, if it didn't felt safe, if it felt like danger, if it didn't feel like danger, if it felt loving, if it felt cold, all those things go into your subconscious. And that subconscious is the programming for the rest of your adult life until the day you die, basically. And so if you have a subconscious that is fucked, like I used to have a subconscious because I was severely abused in every way as a child, you know. I had anything but a safe and loving and warm family. And it was full of abuse in every way for years, many days a week, you know. And your subconscious. My subconscious used to be very self-destructive. Basically, 24/7, I had negative thoughts and destructive thoughts in my day-to-day life. And so I felt a victim of my thoughts, because I didn't know I could do anything about them. I thought I had to encounter them, and deal with them. I thought that was all I could do. And I always felt stupid. My subconscious always felt stupid. And why? That's again very explainable, because my psychopath brother always mocked me when I was a child, constantly, non-stop, and that made me feel stupid and humiliated. And everything has a root problem, and on this channel, I go to the root problems in your life and in the world, so to speak, by questioning, always asking deeper whys. I'm going back to the subconscious now. My subconscious thought that money was evil and that rich people are evil people and greedy people and power-hungry people, and those are all things I don't like. And so then I am bad with money, because I connect money with a bad connotation. And as long as you do that, that is your subconscious talking. And if you don't stop having that belief that money is evil, for instance, then you will never become wealthy or financially independent, But my subconscious beliefs about money were completely wrong. So if that's in your case as well, you have to create a new belief. You have to replace that old programmed belief that's not even yours. You have to replace that with a new belief. And the new belief is that money can do many good things in the world, and you can do many good things in the world with that, and money gives you freedom, what you want the most. And you have all kind of beliefs, and how do you know if your subconscious is not aligned with your conscious? If you self-sabotage. You always take 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. And it drives you crazy, and you begin to think that something's wrong with you, that something's seriously wrong with you. But that is not true, my dear. That is simply because your subconscious and your conscious aren't aligned. And as long as they aren't aligned, your shadow, your subconscious will always prevail, unless you're consciously conscious about that. Now, the most difficult question is, okay, I have to align my subconscious with my conscious, but if I don't even know what is in my subconscious, how can then I align it with my conscious, It is very simple. You discover and examine your subconscious by taking you a day or several times during every day when the thought pops up, you examine your own beliefs and convictions in the world. Also about the people that you believe in. Because as long as you don't change the beliefs of your subconscious and the beliefs about people that you have, certain people, then you won't grow, and they are not aligned, your subconscious with your conscious. And how do you examine your subconscious? By deeply sitting by yourself and thinking deeply and writing them all down, all your convictions and your beliefs in life. Every time a thought of a belief pops up, you write it in your book. And then you look at those beliefs that don't serve you. And if that's the case, you create new opposite beliefs. How I did that was very easily, and it can be as easy for you, is I did it with my morning ritual cards. I have about 50 cards, morning ritual digital cards that you download on your phone, and every morning on those cards are new beliefs, and constructive beliefs, the beliefs that you want to have in life. And you download these cards on your phone, and every morning, the first thing that you do when you wake up is you sit down, you grab yourself a coffee, and you read all your morning ritual cards. That takes you about 5 minutes a day, and you do that every day consistently until your subconscious beliefs are aligned with your conscious beliefs. Email me if you want to have them. I will put a couple of examples here. And that's how I changed and reprogrammed my subconscious for it to be aligned with my conscious in the last 11 years. How I did that as well, I talk about in my book, Unfucked Truth. Email me if you want to invest in a copy. It is investing because it is investing in yourself. It's a book, a memoir about how to do complete life transformation, I broke myself off until the ground, and I constructed the me version in my life, and how I did it is I tell you in Unfucked Truth. Keep in mind, it's a book, basically truth over comfort. Anyway, purchase my morning ritual cards, read them every day as a first thing in the morning, and you will see how your mental life will improve significantly.